everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Chargers going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Trubisky will throw. Forced out, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Collins on 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw on third down. Collins. Allen has it left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Lets it go for Nelson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Dwayne Allen in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the foot.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Muhammad, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
They'll come out in the pistol, hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Good! Let's go! Detroit!
They go again with Muhammad. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. But they face a second and long to start things out. Here's Collins operating from the gun. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush,
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They have that, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Short, it's Procise. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll go with Procise. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run inside the 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A second down carry for Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chargers on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. In motion left goes Allen. A give to Procise running right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On first down, again, they go Procise. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing is Collins. Looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose. He finds an opening past the 40.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw. Collins. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On first down, Procise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. On third down, Procise. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Collins. From the gun, he'll throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Chargers getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the handoff, this is Procise. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Collins. Complete. He finds Bray. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go, Ohio!
This is Hunt, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Muhammad. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tim Williams coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I got 83. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Trubisky. It's caught. Nelson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 92 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go.
Collins now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Looking to throw. Collins. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now receiver in motion left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Collins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now they send a man in motion right. Collins operating from the gun. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too close.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Room here to run. The 30, 20, 10, and he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
As they run the counter play. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas, and the Cowboys have taken the lead there late. A win would be their second on the young season.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom,
They'll bring a
landed.
tight end in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Ingram down right around the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might